I'm a relationship-oriented being who likes sociability.
I'm Dion, hailing to y'all from a city near you.
And I am Ronald from the beautiful city of Baltimore and the lovely state of Maryland.
I am Kay, coming to you from America.
In this world of the brand new Facebook dating app, which it's fun, how do you shift a dating app conversational infinite loop of him, HRU, you, I'm well, HBU, him, I'm well, WID, you, working, HBU, him, also working, you, cool, him, cool, next day, him, HRU. So, what if, and this is a what if this guy is physically the man from your dreams? And what if he's just not a great conversationalist? How patient will you be with him? And under what conditions would you express most patience versus least patience? And I am going to pass it first. Well, it's Kay's topic, so Kay.
All right. So, I mean, in the advent of social media and all of these various apps that are out here that allow for us to communicate, I think in general there are certain things that get lost in translation without verbal cues and visual cues. But outside of that, when you're entertaining a conversation with someone, I think that you have to, in this day and age, we're looking for quick assessments. You know, are they using full sentences? Are there short responses? Are they using a lot of acronyms to say things versus actually typing out what it is? I think all of these are levels of investment in what it is that you're trying to convey or looking to receive back. So when we're looking at how we use these apps to determine these, we have to look at what are you actually looking for. Because if you're looking for something serious, then you're going to be talking about substantive topics and subjects, things that actually relate to getting to know a person better. If it's going to be something that's casual, then you're not going to go deep. You know, you're going to keep it all surface level. So when we look at that, what are the tools that we're going to really use to assess what we are looking for, or to determine if that person actually has an interest as their profile states? So when you're looking at those type of things, when you're looking at those type of things, how are you you guys looking to assess what the other person is? Not so much that it's the conversationalist piece, but just determining whether or not there's interest that you're trying to focus in on, whether or not this is one that you do. And two, if you're a person who believes in don't put all your eggs in one basket, then how are you grouping them and ranking the various people that you do communicate with?
All right, so I'll jump in on it first. You hit a lot of points on the head. I definitely agree. One, when you have these types of conversations, it's about what you're looking for. So it starts off with you initially. It depends on if it's just a hookup type of thing, if you're really looking to find love, if you're looking for friendship, looking for someone to hang out, whatever it is that you're looking for, that would determine the type of conversation that you're going to have. Two, when you're looking at these conversations and say you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, you know, how are you ranking it? What's more important to you? And then it goes back to you, what you're looking for, and you rank it according to what you're looking for. At the end of the day, I'm the type of person, it's nice to text me, but I want to hear your voice. I need two-way communication. One way is not going to do it for me. It's nice if we're rushing or we're at work and we only have a few minutes to sit in a couple of, hey, how are you doing? How's your day? But if you really are interested in getting to know me, you're really interested in developing some type of relationship, be it friendship or more, then we definitely got to take the conversation offline. So that's how I take off. You know, I will test it into the sense of like, if you're interested, hey, let's have dinner, let's have lunch, let's go out and meet. then we can take it to another level and see where your interest really is, because behind the text message, you really, a lot of times, can't really tell if it's just the basic HRY or what you're doing and all these types of things like that. You really can't tell. It's just a common thing. Even in person, sometimes you can say, how are you? Or you can say good morning. Somebody's like, good. Or they'll say, hi. And I'm saying, I asked you, how are you? So I know that you're not even paying attention to me. And I think that's the same thing with text. It's a habit and a ritual that you just type certain ones and you're going about your day.
Well, as for me, when it comes to communication, I have to look at relationship, and I'm a relationship-oriented being who likes social ability. Long before technology advanced to where it is, I was the person that I love to hear, I love to see, and I love to touch. So hearing you, I like to hear your voice. Cell phones wasn't always there, and we couldn't always text, but I like to hear your voice because it gives me octave tone to gauge what the meaning is in the words. Then with this autocorrect system, when it comes to texting, like I could get a text that I'm sitting there, and it took me 5 minutes to figure out exactly what you were saying. Oh, I got lost, and I'm done. It's like a deal breaker for me that if we don't have that ability to communicate through voice. I remember I recently deleted all my apps off the dating profiles, and I'm looking at whether do I want to put them back or not, because I can remember being on there and asking people to call me, and they turn around and they text me, and I'm like, this is the same as being on the app. Like, why is it that you don't want me to hear your voice? Then being able to see somebody, like, I really like interaction where we go out and we be social. People always want to come to my house. My house is my goddamn sanctuary. And it's like, I spend enough time in my house. It's okay after we get to know each other, but let me know what you like to do outside of home. And if you're the person that you really just like to chill at home, then I get it, and I'm okay with it, but we're not going to merge well, as my job field is going to carry me to a lot of travel. And so there's sometimes I'm going to need you to come be there with me, because there's nothing more hurtful than to say I'm in relationship with someone or I'm partnered with someone and them never be there. It leaves room for me as being a flirt that I start believing I'm single and I start acting like I'm single. Now, on the last part with being a connection, touch, being able to touch, I just believe in human bonding. Mothers do it with their children, siblings do it with each other, family does it when they do the family reunions, and then other things that you touch bases, whether it be church. It's just that human connectability that we don't get out of touch with each other, that in some ways when you text someone, when you're not speaking in full sentences, it takes away that ability to really get to know you. And I feel like I'm being ignored. Now that's just my view when it comes to relationship or being partnered with someone. Just in life in general, I try and critique myself to be able to go with the flow, as I'm going to meet a lot of different individuals. And I can never know how well developed an individual is, because in technology and still being relevant and current in today's life, if you're not aware of self, then you're going to be very far out of the loop. You may be the best at technology and the worst when it comes to connectability. So I look at all those factors, and that's my way in. But to each person, I just say, hey, if you come into me and you want a relationship, I'm looking for substance. And substance go well beyond just, hey, how you doing? I'm at work. How's the day going? That gets boring and monotonous to me, and it feels irrelevant. So I'll continue to move on. That's my thought.